The wizarding world was full of legendary actors. But did you know their real-life sons and daughters grew up to be stars, directors, and experts of their own? Here are 10 children of Harry Potter legends, then and now. Growing up in the lineage of British acting royalty is one thing, but establishing an independent career in the real world is another. While these individuals share some of the most recognizable DNA in cinema, they have defined their lives by their own achievements. From world-class antiques specialists to screenwriters and award-winning performers, they have stepped into the spotlight on their own terms. This countdown charts how 10 families balanced heritage with personal ambition, starting with those who took completely unexpected paths and moving to the most celebrated actors of their generation. In the 10th place, Fergus Gambon took a path far removed from the silver screen, despite his father, Sir Michael Gambon, portraying the legendary headmaster Albus Dumbledore. Instead of wands and film sets, Fergus found his passion in historical artifacts. He built a distinguished career as a director and expert in British ceramics and glass at the prestigious Bonham's Auction House. British television viewers recognize him as a beloved specialist on the BBC's Antiques Roadshow, where he regularly analyzes historic treasures. In one memorable broadcast, he evaluated a rare 300-year-old dollhouse, sharing his genuine excitement for history with millions of viewers. For Fergus, the magic lay not in acting, but in the timeless stories told through ancient clay and glass. Number 9. Chris Larkin chose to pursue the family craft of acting while making a quiet decision to stand on his own merits. As the eldest son of British cinema royalty Dame Maggie Smith and Sir Robert Stevens, he faced the looming shadow of a legendary surname. To establish a completely distinct professional identity, he dropped his famous last name, adopting Larkin in honor of poet Philip Larkin. This strategic change allowed him to secure stage and screen roles entirely on his own talent, leading to standout performances in Master and Commander and the pirate drama Black Sails. Chris represents a remarkable model of artistic independence. 8th place. Damien Harris kept the connection to the original Albus Dumbledore, Richard Harris, alive, choosing to build his future behind the camera. As the eldest son of the legendary Irish actor, Damien stepped away from the spotlight to establish a career as a screenwriter and film director. He made his feature directorial debut in 1989 with The Rachel Papers, before heading to Hollywood to direct Goldie Hawn in the thriller Deceived. Damien has spent decades earning creative control with films like Gardens of the Night and The Wild Wedding, proving that a cinematic legacy can be carried on just as powerfully from the director's chair. Number 7. Gaia Wise brings a fresh, contemporary presence to television, carving out her own path on the screen. As the daughter of Dame Emma Thompson, the eccentric Professor Trelawney, and actor Greg Wise, she grew up with a rich theatrical pedigree. However, Gaia has focused entirely on her own credentials, building a diverse resume of stage and screen roles. Television audiences recently celebrated her recurring role as Charlotte Beauvoir in the 6th season of All Creatures Great and Small, where her performance added genuine charm to the beloved drama. By choosing challenging roles, including voice work for The War of the Rohirrim, she continues to establish a reputation defined by talent rather than inherited fame. 6th place. Jamie Harris, another son of Richard Harris, carved out a highly active career as a versatile character actor. While his father brought a commanding presence to the screen, Jamie built his own reputation on exceptional adaptability across popular film and television genres. Audiences will easily recognize him as the cruel sanctuary handler Rodney in the blockbuster Rise of the Planet of the Apes. He also made a significant mark in the television world, portraying the teleporting Inhuman Gordon in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. By dedicating himself to steady supporting roles, Jamie proves that carrying on an acting legacy is just as powerful when you are the reliable backbone of a project. Number 5. Brendan Gleeson, the formidable Mad-Eye Moody, passed his magnetic screen presence directly to his son, Brian Gleeson. Instead of relying on massive franchise spectacles, Brian built a reputation for gritty, high-caliber television work. He made a lasting impact on the prestige drama Peaky Blinders as the menacing Billy Boys gang leader, Jimmy McCavern, before showing his superb comedic timing as Mickey in the dark comedy hit Bad Sisters. Rather than seeking easy stardom, Brian has quietly focused on building a highly respected body of work, proving that his place in premium television ensembles is earned entirely through his own exceptional range and intense dedication. This steady growth defines a career built on pure artistic substance rather than inherited celebrity. In the fourth place, Rafe Spall takes us into massive blockbuster territory. As the son of Timothy Spall, who brought the treacherous Peter Pettigrew to life, Rafe has built a broad career as a major big-screen leading man. Science fiction fans will recognize him from his memorable role as botanist Milburn in Ridley Scott's Prometheus. He followed that up with major franchise scale, playing the corporate villain Eli Mills in the global box office hit Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Balancing massive Hollywood tentpoles with acclaimed television work, Rafe has established himself as one of Britain's most talented and visible actors, stepping completely into his own spotlight. Coming to the top three, Toby Stephens arrived on the global stage as a powerhouse leading man, stepping far outside the formidable reach of his mother, Dame Maggie Smith. At just 33, he made history as the youngest actor to portray a primary James Bond antagonist, playing the treacherous Gustav Graves in Die Another Day. He followed this cinematic spectacle by commanding the high seas for 4 seasons as the fierce, complex Captain Flint in the drama series Black Sails. This combination of high-concept franchise clout and long-form television leadership establishes him as a premier talent. Toby's magnetic screen presence proves he inherited his mother's legendary intensity while forging a durable, stellar legacy entirely of his own making. In second place, Domhnall Gleeson brings the countdown's most delightful franchise connection. As the real-life son of Brendan Gleeson, who played the fierce Auror Mad-Eye Moody, Domhnall achieved a rare feat by joining the wizarding world himself. He brought the scars and charm of Bill Weasley to life in the final 2 films. This set up a legendary family crossover, best remembered for the bittersweet moment when Bill has to announce to the remaining wizards that Mad-Eye has fallen in battle. Beyond Hogwarts, Domhnall quickly proved he could headline major science fiction outside his father's shadow. He delivered a brilliant, quiet performance as the programmer Caleb in Ex Machina before embracing his dark side on a galactic scale, playing the intense General Hux in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. And finally, in first place, Jared Harris has built one of the most respected acting careers of his generation, establishing a massive screen presence completely independent of his legendary father, Richard Harris. While his father famously brought the wise, commanding presence of Albus Dumbledore to the first 2 films, Jared has dominated modern television with a series of masterclass performances. He earned global acclaim and an Emmy nomination as the tragic Soviet scientist Valery Legasov in the monumental drama Chernobyl. Audiences also know him as the tragic financial officer Lane Price in Mad Men, and for his BAFTA-nominated portrayal of King George VI in The Crown. By bringing his own intense, brilliant depth to every character, Jared carries his family's incredible theatrical legacy into the modern era entirely on his own terms. These 10 outstanding individuals prove that growing up in the shadow of Harry Potter royalty does not mean living in it. From the historical treasures of Antiques Roadshow to directing major Hollywood features, prestige television dramas, and blockbuster cinema franchises, they have established their own brilliant legacies. Some even brought their real-world family bonds right onto the screen. This is a wonderful celebration of artistic families supporting each other across generations while carving out their own paths. Which of these legendary family connections surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Across these 10 families, one truth emerges. A legendary name is just a starting point. By forging unique paths on stage, screen, and beyond, these artists didn't just inherit a legacy, they earned one. Which of these incredible connections surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.